and welcome to the University of West London's Taught Postgraduate Courses webinar. Today in this session we are going to provide a bit of an introduction and overview of our postgraduate provision at the University of West London. You're then going to hear from one of our current postgraduate students, Louis. He'll just give you a bit of information about his course and his experience at the university. You'll then hear about the careers service at the university, as well as fees and funding for postgraduate students. I'll then be showing you a video about our facilities and talking you through some of them. And there'll then be, at the end of the session, a Q&A. So there's the opportunity for you to ask us questions, any questions that you have about the webinar or about studying at the University of West London. Okay, so just firstly, I'll just give you a bit of information about where we're located. We have 3 different sites. We have our Ealing Broadway site, and that's home to 5 of our academic schools. We have our Brentford site, which is home to 3 of our academic schools. And we also have a site in Reading, which is specifically for our College of Nursing, Midwifery and Healthcare. Our Ealing site, it's located in Ealing Broadway. It's on both the Central and the District line. It's around about a 30-minute journey on the tube to Central London. Ealing is it's a nice leafy area. There's lots of bars, lots of cafes. We're opposite Ealing Studios, so for those of you that are particularly interested in film, media, design, that's probably a particular interest to you. We also have a number of parks around, Walpole Park, Ealing Studios, and Lammas Park. Our Brentford site is located just down the road. We have a shuttle bus that takes our students there, and that's located on what's called the Golden Mile. So it's close to a lot of huge international business corporations. It's also a 20-minute journey to Heathrow Airport. And around about a 15 or 20-minute journey into Central London Waterloo Station. We're also close to West Middlesex Hospital, which will be of particular interest to those who are interested in nursing, midwifery and healthcare, and human and social sciences. So that's just a bit of an overview about our location. We're very well connected to both Central London and Heathrow Airport. In terms of some of our facts and achievements, I've listed here some of the ones that we're particularly proud of. 98% of our graduates are in employment or further study 6 months after graduating, which I think as a prospective student coming to the university, that's a particularly important fact. Obviously, you're coming and you're spending money on your studies, so you want to know that at the end of it, you're going to be able to go into the career that you want to. We've recently climbed, over the past 2 years, we've climbed 46 places in the Guardian University Guide, and we've also this year been shortlisted for the Times Higher University of the Year Award. You're going to see, as I mentioned, a video about some of our facilities, but we've recently had over £150 million invested in new equipment and resources, and we also have a Silver Award in the Teaching Excellence Framework. So we have 8 academic schools at the university. As I mentioned, 5 of them are based at our Ealing Broadway site and 3 at our Brentford site. I've just listed here some of the courses that are offered within each school at postgraduate taught level. This is not a full list of all of our offerings. There are other courses that aren't listed on here, but I just wanted to give you a bit of an overview so you can have a look. As you'll see, there's asterisks next to some of them, and that shows where the courses can be studied with internship. So typically a master's programme would last a year, but you'll find that with some of them you can incorporate an internship with it, so it might last slightly longer, perhaps 18 months for those of you that are wanting to incorporate that within your studies. Our College of Nursing, Midwifery and Healthcare is based at both Brentford and Reading. Our School of Computing and Engineering is at our Ealing site. Our School of Film, Media and Design is at our Ealing site, as well as our School of Law and Criminology. Here are the other 4 remaining schools. We've got the London College of Music, which is based at our Ealing site, the School of Human and Social Sciences, based over at our Brentford site, the London UWL College of Hospitality and Tourism, based at our Ealing Broadway site, and the Claude Littler Business School, based over at our Brentford site. So here you can have a look at some of our postgraduate offerings. All of the information about the the modules that you study, the cost of the course, the start dates. It's all listed on our website. So hopefully you've had a look here and you can see if there's a particular course that you're interested in. Make sure you either ask us a question or you can go onto our website afterwards and find out a bit more information about it. So what I want to highlight here is just that there are different study modes and entry points available. So it's not a case of just starting your one-year master's degree in September. You can begin a master's degree in January. So we are currently recruiting for January starting courses. We're open now, accepting applications for that. And that enrolment for that is the 15th of January. In May, this is for our MBA program, but we do have a May intake. And then, of course, we have our September intake. A lot of our courses, in addition to studying full-time, there's also a part-time offering. Some of them you can study on Saturdays and some of them on evenings. So we do have quite a lot of flexibility within our courses. Make sure when you look on our website, you see when the course is studied, what provision it is, and if there is the availability to study it part-time, you can give us a call and see sort of what days of the week it's likely to be on and how many hours you're likely to be able to, it will be to study that. I just now want to give you a bit of information about how to apply to our master's programs. So all applications are made online via the University of West London website. When you go onto the course on the website, you'll see in sort of the top right-hand corner, there's an Apply Now button. Click on that. You'll then be asked to provide a number of details. So as well as your personal details, you'll need to provide details of qualifications you've obtained. If you have any relevant work experience, whether that's paid or unpaid, you'll need to provide the contact details of either an academic or professional whichever one you think is the most relevant and most recent. And you'll also be required to provide a personal statement. Now, there is the option to write the personal statement as part of the application. I think there's a 6,000 word, there's a 6,000 character limit. Alternatively, you can upload a Word document, and with that, it's an unlimited character limit. But I would say that probably no more than around a page and a half for that. I think a page and a half should sum up why you think you're the right candidate for the course and the experience you have. Okay, so thank you very much for listening. That was just a bit of an overview about master's study at the university. As I mentioned, there will be a Q&A at the end of the session, so you will have the opportunity to ask further questions. I'm now going to pass over to Louis, who is a current student, a postgraduate student at the university. So I hope that you enjoy the talk from him.
Hello, everyone. How are you? Hope you're great. I'm Luis. I study electronic music composition, well, the master's degree, obviously. I will do it from September to September, and I'm doing the full year course. You can also do it part-time, 2 years instead. This master's degree is great. Like, you have lots of facilities. You have great studios which you can rent. You can also rent gear if you want. For example, for these holidays, you can rent keyboards or wherever you want. You should take them home and keep them back on the table, of course. There are also other resources which are not so well known, but you should take into account. You have lynda.com. Lynda.com is a place where you can learn basically about anything, everything you want, and you can deepen your knowledge of what you're studying for the course. You also have Blackboard, where you have 1 terabyte of storage, and it's great for this year if you want backup for all your student work. I have 2 course tutors. They're called Tim and Larry. They're great people. I love them. They're always really helpful. They always offer their help whenever you need them. After class, after hours, you can email them. You can have a Skype session with them, wherever you want, and you can just see how passionate they are every class, every time you're with them, always learning so much. The location from the uni is great. I'm from Spain, so I came here to Paragon to live. The student res, it's just here, 10 minutes away from the uni. I recommend you all to go there. I took a look around all the residences that were close to the uni, and sincerely, Paragon is the best. It's half as cheap as the rest and just has great facilities. You also have the shuttle bus, where you take 10 minutes to go to the uni and it's free. It's like my favorite university resource. Totally recommend it. Also, London is 30 minutes away only. And if you want to party on the weekend or whenever you want, it's 24 hours, the tube. It's just the Piccadilly line. So you should really go to Paragon. When I came to this degree, I really I wanted to learn as much as possible. I didn't really think of a career path or was thinking of taking electronic music as a career. However, there are certain modules like career building strategies that have helped me a lot with thinking about a possible career in this, and it will certainly guide you the right way. Apart from the other modules which are about technical music and well things that you learn in master's degree. There's well, for application, Helen just talked about that, but it's good, it's great that it's different from undergraduate applications, because you can do it, you can really take your time to decide. It's not like UCAS where you have to do it 6 months before. You can apply in the last moment, and like if you're doubting, and you can take your time to think about it, and that's great. I think for funding with your student loan, of course, you can not have any problem with that, and the uni also really helps you with finding jobs. They have student services which can help you with that. I'm a student ambassador, and yeah, that's all provided by the uni. It's great. Well, I personally think that this university is going to really help me with my career and my development as a professional. And I will pass you on to Bernie, who will talk to you about that. You can ask me some questions later if you want after this ends. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, Luis, for sort of sharing your experience of being a student here. My name's Bernie. I'm a careers consultant with the careers team here at the University of West London. And I'd just like to spend a few moments to tell you why we're the Career University and what the careers team can do to help you with your career planning. So why should you choose the University of West London? Well, you've already heard that 98% of our students are successful in starting work or further study within 6 months of graduation. I mean, to put that into context, all the universities in the UK have to complete this survey, and with a score of 98%, that places us in the top tier of universities for successful outcomes for our students. You can also be reassured that you're dealing with careers consultants who understand how you can develop and evidence your postgraduate employability skills for the global economy. In our location in West London, with easy access to central London and Heathrow Airport, we are surrounded by many major global employers, and the university works with them and understands what they're looking for from students. Then we work with you to make sure that you're evidencing effectively the skills that you're developing with us. You'll also have access to careers professionals with expertise in your chosen subject and career sector. So every school of the 8 schools we have here has a linked careers advisor who keeps abreast of developments in the industry, attends industry briefings, and is a specialist in the options with your subject and in what's going on in your career sector. And finally, we'll offer you career planning support throughout your study and after graduation. So the day you arrive, you have access to our service. But once you've left us, you are also entitled to support from the career service as an alumnus. And in fact, that is a lifetime guarantee. So just to say that career planning and employability are a whole university issue. So our mission as a university is to enable students to create and execute their career plan by developing strong employability skills and delivering appropriate and timely advice and guidance. So you will find it's not just the careers team that is working with you on employability. Employability is embedded within the curriculum, and are sort of academics, have links with employers, and they use those links to help them develop modules and learning which is going to meet the needs of employers. The Careers Service, I could say we're all professionals. We've all got careers guidance qualifications, and we have to undertake continuous professional development so that we keep up to date with developments in careers and our industry. We're impartial. We've got no bias. We're working with you for you. So we're there to support you to make the decisions that are right for you. And we're student-centred. We work with you in the way that's going to work for you. So whether that's face-to-face guidance, Skype interviews, email or telephone calls, or if you've got commitments, working commitments or caring responsibilities, for example, we can offer you Saturday morning appointments. And it's a lifelong career management help and advice. We're not just looking to get you into your first job. What we want is for you to have the career management skills that are going to serve you throughout your working life. So we're working in partnership with you every step of the way. And this partnership takes place across the university in different ways. So first of all, looking in the curriculum, there's subject-specific support. Our schools have links with industry, and often industry speakers will come in and talk to students. So for example, the Sustainable Restaurant Association came in to talk to hospitality students. Amazon Web Services come in to do accredited training and to talk about up-to-date issues such as cybersecurity. Sometimes it's alumni who've gone on to industry who are coming back to share their career stories. We also run skills workshops within the curriculum, whether that's about CV and applications, effective interviewing, or developing your professional identity using social media. And every school has links with industry projects and competitions. For example, GlaxoSmithKline run a competition for our IT students to design a healthcare app. And our MBA students in the business school had the opportunity to enter a trading competition where they had experience of being Forex traders for a corporate treasury department of a major organisation. And in fact, they won that competition. There's also extracurricular opportunities. Some of our students want to run their own businesses when they leave us, and in conjunction with our new Westmont Enterprise Hub, we have business startup workshops which cover such topics as business planning, marketing and networking. We also have Get Into Teaching events because many students are considering that option. And every school has a placement and graduate fair every year where graduate employers, postgraduate employers come along to meet our students and network face to face. They're very well attended, it's very successful. And we have a lively volunteering team called the V Team, and they run a whole range of volunteering projects, both short-term one-off projects such as bulb planting in Ealing Parks, to longer term projects, perhaps making regular trips to visit elderly people in care homes. Volunteering is actually a great way for you to meet people, develop your confidence and develop your employability skills. And research shows that employers really value volunteering among applicants. We also host continuous professional development events for alumni. So once you've left us, you can come back for further training and you will receive certification for that training. I think coming up, we've got training on leadership skills and on professional networking. I think it's important to say that we want to give you individual attention which is personal and supportive, and that can be in one-to-one career coaching, helping you with CVs, bespoke mock interviews, and if you have additional needs, we are happy to take on an advocacy role for you. We also, through our employability team, have a vacancy service. We've got an online vacancy job board which covers student part-time jobs if you want to earn some extra money, internships, placements, and graduate and postgraduate jobs, but also information about events such as specialist careers fairs or volunteering opportunities. So I would recommend when you come and join us, sign up to receive that bulletin, and you'll get a weekly email and you'll be abreast of opportunities outside the university. We also have something called Talent Bank, and this is an employment service for students who want jobs with the University of West London. It's very popular, and you will probably, if you come along and visit the university, you may see students who are acting as ambassadors or helping out on open days or inductions. And these are the sort of vacancies that students can get through the Talent Bank service. So I'm just going to put up a few quotations. I'll read them out from students, the sort of thing that students have said about us. So just wanted to let you know that I attended the PhD interview last Tuesday and I've now been offered the place. Thank you so much for helping me with the interview preparation. It was incredibly useful and enabled me to feel more confident. That's a psychology graduate. Thank you so much for your help and support. It was very helpful and I'm more confident with my CV now. Computer science student. Thanks for sitting down with me and making me feel more relaxed about where I'm heading and what I need to focus on and do. It's a media student. And I think it's worth saying that wherever you are in your career journey, we'll give you the support that you need. And then our aim is that you should have a successful transition to life beyond university. So that might be a postgraduate job, it might be further study, or you may decide that you want to run your own business. Do follow us on Twitter and Facebook if you want to find out more about us. And if you've got any questions that occur to you after the webinar's over, then you can email us, careers@uwl.ac.uk. But for the meantime, there is a chat box where you can put your questions, if there's anything you want answered today, and we'll endeavour to answer your questions at the end. So thank you for listening to this. I'm now going to pass over to my colleague. He's going to take the hot seat, my colleague Mick, who's going to talk to you about financing your studies.
Thank you, Bernie. I'm Mick Roner. I'm the Senior Student Advisor of the Student Advice Team. We are part of the Student Services, the central services that for the whole university, for all our students. So I'm going to talk about how to finance your studies at UWL for your postgraduate. And this presentation is aimed at home students who have been living in England for the past 3 years, and they are meeting all the criteria, eligibility criteria to get funding from Student Finance England. If you are residing in different parts of the UK, like Wales, Scotland, or Northern Ireland, there will be slightly different rules, and also there will be different rules for EU nationals and EEA, and international students also will not be able to apply for funding from Student Finance England. If you don't fall in the category of Student Finance England, just contact us and we'll make sure that you got all the information that you need for starting your course with us. So the postgraduate funding is basically the postgraduate master loan, and it comes from Student Finance England. You apply online once you decided which university which course to attend. I put in this slide an idea of the tuition fee for the next 2 intakes for January starts and for September starts, but all the correct fees will be on our website under the course details. When you basically go to apply, we'll tell you exactly how much the course fee will be, and they're obviously different between a master and master with internship or part-time. Part-time is obviously per year. and different tuition fee applies for overseas students. Okay, eligibility criteria. You can get up to £10,609 for your course. That will be paid in installments directly into your bank account, and usually in 3 installments if you are attending a year-long course, or will be spread over 2 years or 18 months, depending if you're doing a postgraduate course part-time or with internship. So the eligibility depends on the type of your course, on your age and your nationality and residency status. As I said, you can do this, most of these courses you can do on a part-time basis, as long as it is not more than twice long as the main course as a full-time mood. Okay, so the eligibility for funding, it needs to be a complete standalone master's. It cannot be a top-up course, and it cannot be an integrated master for those who will be eligible for other form of funding. It needs to be worth 180 credits, and it usually consists in 6 modules, includes your dissertation, and needs to be full-time, lasting 1 or 2 academic years, or it can be part-time. And as I mentioned before, it cannot, if it's on a part-time mode, it cannot last more than double the length of your full-time course. Okay, the eligibility of your course, this is again about the part-time course and how it can be eligible for funding. And I already talked about this, the length of the course and the number of credits. The number of credits will be calculated directly when you apply online. The system will ask you how many credits you are achieving in that academic year, and how many credits will be the full time course, and that will be an automatic calculation made automatically from by the application on Student Finance England. You can get some support from us on top of the master's loan that you can get from Student Finance England, and this is some funds that the university put aside for our students to help them in case you're struggling financially during your academic career, and this is called discretionary support fund. The forms and the guidance to apply for this fund will be available from our student services desk. So when you are a student, you just come to see us and we will help you in any way we can. Okay, and then there are bursaries and scholarships that are available to our students, and those are available on our website. You just go onto UWL and you Google and you put in the research engine scholarships, and will come up all the bursaries and scholarships that are available to you. And also there will be some general ones and some others that will be offered to you directly by your school. Okay, so if I didn't cover everything, we are happy to answer all your questions at the end with the Q&A session. But also, if you like to contact us via email, this is our email address and this is our phone number. Okay, thank you. And now it's time for Helen to go through the facilities. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mick. I hope you all found that useful, hearing about the fees and funding at postgraduate level, and also about our careers service, the opportunities that are available to you. What I'm going to do now is show you a video which just shows some of our facilities at the University of West London. As I mentioned, we've had a lot of money invested into our campuses recently, so I hope that this will highlight some of those facilities for you. What I would also like to say is we do run campus tours twice a week. We run them on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So as well as our open evenings that we hold, if you would like to come and have sort of an hour-long campus tour, our student ambassadors do that, and it's a great opportunity to see all of the facilities that we offer here. So what I'll do now, I'll just run this video for you. You can have a look at get a bit of a feel for what the university looks like. It's just loading. I'd just like to apologise. Unfortunately, the audio and the video isn't working. So what I'll do is just talk you through some of the facilities that you can see. This here is our mock courtroom that you can see. This is for our law and criminology students. We actually have, it enables students to sort of get a practical experience of law, and the courtroom, you can move it around so it simulates different courtrooms and different court settings. This here is one of our kitchens, so our students within our hospitality and tourism school have the opportunity to cook for our students. We have Pillars Restaurant, which is where our students can go. You can have 3-course meals there, staff, students, the public, it's open to them, and our students serve them. They've created the meals, they've come up with themed nights. Here you can see some of the meals that are offered in the heart space, which is sort of the central point of the Ealing site. It's a really nice open space, where a social space where people can just meet classmates. It's a breakfast, lunch, dinner. Here's some of our computer labs. And this is one of our dark rooms. So we have photography students at the university as part of our School of Film, Media and Design. Western Hall is a huge auditorium, and we actually hold our winter graduation ceremonies in there, and we have lectures in there, conferences throughout the year, and it's a really nice open space. If you come along to an open evening, you'll be able to see that. Freddie's Coffee House, this is named after Freddie Mercury, who back in the 70s used to be a student at the university before it became the University of West London. So we've named our student union after him. What I would also like to say, it's not actually included in the video, but we do have something called the Savoy Suite, and that's a dedicated space for postgraduate students. It has a 50-seater lecture theatre in there, and it also has a breakout space. So it's a really nice area for postgraduate students to go do some group work, just sort of have a bit of downtime, and it's specifically for postgraduate students. It was donated to the university by the Savoy Educational Trust, and that's based at our Ealing Broadway site. Okay, so I hope that that video, apologies for the audio again, but I hope that that gave you a bit of a feel for what the university looks like, the facilities that we offer. As I said, we do hold campus tours as well, and we have open evenings, so just make sure you have a look at that on the website and book onto one of those. Now, we are just going to go on to our Q&A. So if you have any questions for any of us, please let us know. Please write it in the chat box, and we will try our best to answer that.
I've got a request from Max asking when the student loan comes through for students starting in January. As soon as you enroll, the university, our student data record will send a confirmation that you enrolled with us to Student Finance England, and the first installment should arrive in a couple of days from that date. So if you start, I think the academic year will start on the 21st of January this year. So enrollment is the week before. By the end of the month, you should get the first installment in your bank account.
Something that I would like to mention, actually, just whilst we're waiting for some questions to come through, we are accepting applications now for 2019 entry. If you are looking at starting in January, please try and submit your application as soon as possible. That will give our admissions team the chance to look at it and refer it onto our academics. And I think once you sort of know the decision on that, it gives you additional time to prepare. So please, if you're looking at January entry, try and submit an application as early as possible. Hi, and we've had a question about the application process. As I just mentioned, it's we're open to accepting applications now for both all of our intakes. So please do apply as soon as possible. As I mentioned, you'll find an apply now button once you go on to your course on the university website. Go on how to apply, and you'll see it. It's a red button in the top right-hand corner. In terms of the international student visa, what I would advise is we have an international team, and their email address is international@uwl.ac.uk, and they will be able to help you. I'd also have a look on the UK government website about visas and study visas, tier 4 study visas. So please have a look at that. It should give you all of the guidance, but also do contact our international team and they should be able to help you. Okay, so if there are no more questions, I'd just like to thank you so much for logging in today and listening to hearing about the postgraduate offering at the university. We hope that you found it useful. If you have any questions, my name's Helen in the student recruitment team, and our email address is student.recruitment@uwl.ac.uk. Please feel free to email me. Other than that, thank you for logging in.